Hi everybody, my name's Tim Snell. I'm a breathwork instructor based in London in the UK, and today we're talking about Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Now, Nadi Shodhana is one of those techniques that I think everybody should know about, particularly if they're doing longer breathwork or pranayama routines. The reason why is because we have these subtle energy channels in the body called the Nadis. We have one on the left called the Ida and one on the right called the Pingala. And Shodhana means to purify. So when we do a longer breathwork routine, what we're doing is we're drawing more prana into the body through the breath. And what Nadi Shodhana helps us to do is to prepare the subtle body to receive that prana, because it helps to purify the left and the right energy channels. And when we've purified those channels and brought them into balance, our body's much more prepared for the extra prana that we're drawing in through some of the other more aggressive breathwork techniques like Kapalabhati or Bhastrika. So to perform Nadi Shodhana, you can do this anytime, but really to perform this properly, you need to also be aware that we're creating a lot of balance in the body. And who doesn't want to feel a little bit more balanced in their day? You don't have to do it just because you're doing another breathwork routine. You can do this anytime that you need a bit more focus, a bit more clarity, or more balance just in terms of your mental disposition. And Nadi Shodhana can also help with some other things. It can help you to have more stamina. It can help people who are suffering from psychological imbalances. It can also help people who are suffering from diabetes or chronic fatigue, who have endocrine disorders, who have asthma, or if you, just as I said before, you need to balance stress or anxiety. Many of these breathwork techniques have a very specific purpose, and what you may have noticed if you watch my other videos is that there are a couple of different ones that you can use for stress and anxiety, which is really important in our society right now. Now, Nadi Shodhana is also a really easy one to perform for between 2 and 10 minutes. My suggestion would be that you start off with around about 2 minutes and you would build up to 10 minutes over a period of days so that you're not really, again, shocking your body into this whole new technique that you're using. It's really quite an easy technique to do, but what you want to do is maybe start in a very squared and strong foundation, keeping the back straight and keeping the neck also straight. You'll then want to be able to create what we call a mudra. And today we're going to be creating a mudra by folding down the first 2 fingers on our hand, and we're going to keep the thumb free and these other 2 fingers free as well. Now, if you find this really difficult, don't worry, because we can still perform Nadi Shodhana by just keeping the fingers up, and we're going to place them in a different way. Now, when we perform Nadi Shodhana, what we're doing is we're going to be using the thumb and the fingers to regulate the air moving in and out of the nostrils. So as I said, if you can't perform the mudra, what you can do is you can place these 2 fingers in the middle of your forehead, and then you can keep your fingers like this, and you can actually move the nostrils using your pinky and your thumb. So there's 2 different ways that you can perform this. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. But what we're going to be doing when we perform Nadi Shodhana to get this purification to happen is we're going to be breathing in through one nostril. We're going to pause a little bit, which is going to slightly increase the amount of carbon dioxide in our body. And then we're going to breathe out of the other nostril, which again is going to elongate the exhalation, or the amount of time it takes to exhale that air out of the body. And that pause and that exhalation is going to mean that when we breathe in again, we're going to be drawing and really flushing the body through with more oxygen. And then we're going to pause again to create that build-up of carbon dioxide, and then we're going to breathe out the opposite nostril and then breathe in again through the right nostril. So let's do it together. We're going to do the mudra, or put the fingers over your forehead, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And we're just going to gently rest our fingers onto our nose without closing our nostrils yet. And then just press the left nostril closed and breathe in through the right nostril. And then pause. And then breathe out through the left nostril. Then breathe in. Pause. Then breathe out. Then breathe in through the right again. Pause and breathe out through the left. Now, as you do this, you should also be doing a full yogic breath, meaning that as you breathe in, your belly goes out, and as you breathe out, your belly goes back in. So you're bringing together a mudra, the pranayama, and the movement of the belly to create the full experience of Nadi Shodhana. As I said earlier, do this for 2 minutes initially, building up to 10 minutes to make sure you get the full benefits of this really calming and powerful pranayama technique. When you do this before other pranayama or in a longer routine, you may find this actually amplifies the effect of the other pranayama because your body is now much more prepared to receive this extra prana. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions about Nadi Shodhana, please feel free to get in contact with me or drop a message underneath this video. See you next time.